One piece of advice that I would definitely give, and it's one that I've taken to heart, is not having your sights set so strictly on this ladder, right? Of okay, if I'm not getting a promotion or a new title or a new uh, increasingly higher role every year or 2 years or something like that, that's somehow you're doing something wrong. Um, Really, there's no such thing as a corporate ladder anymore. You should treat your positions and you should treat your roles as tours of duty, right? Of things that you accomplish and you learn in that time. And especially in sales, you make as much money as possible, but that careers can be very much lateral, right? So, small example, right out of college, I was a sales development rep with Sugar CRM. 6 years later, I started at Zoom as a sales development rep for the Australia, New Zealand region. Um, and that I think that was an amazing opportunity personally, because it allows you to really gain a sense of what that business is structured like, what that industry is structured like, and allows you to get a sense of how internally that company is organized, so you can move into other roles that interest you. So don't be set on having a chip on your shoulder that a just that title, sales development or business development, is entry level. You can do great things, and you can certainly make good impressions and make good money along the way by sharpening the tools you already have. So keeping an open mind as to what you define as a career path.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And my final question, what should be the job search strategy for sales role? Would you recommend like going to particular websites to search the open positions? Would it be networking, or what's the best bet according to you?
The best form and best way to find open roles, was that the question?
Yeah, I'm talking about like the overall job search strategy. Like if I want to get into the sales, like where should I go, right, to start with? Whether I should like search for the jobs online, or do you guys have any other portals or like any other groups where you get to know about the most recent or like the available sales job, or should it be networking? How does it
Yeah,
work?
I think a little bit of both. But looking at the various groups on LinkedIn, and frankly, setting Google alerts for different industries that you're interested in, and finding different industry trends and following along with those. And in those, whether it's TechCrunch or Business Insider or whatever the case is, I think once you're finding different trends and keeping your pulse on different industries and things like that that are of interest to you, new players in that industry and companies will come to mind, and you can go to their websites and again, be creative. Just because there's not a job listed on that website doesn't mean you can't send an in-mail message to that startup founder, telling them that you're interested, and being creative. I mean, frankly, um, most of the jobs aren't necessarily listed, and if someone likes you enough, they'll create a job for you, or at the very least, they'll have a conversation with you. I mean, ultimately, don't don't treat it like such a big task, like it has to be a job open and then I have to apply and it's all or nothing. Have conversations and see where they lead. Because if not now, then maybe you're planting a seed for an opportunity in the future, and at the very least you're making that one connection, right? So reach out on in mails and on LinkedIn, those job boards on LinkedIn, and leverage your internal network. Let people know that you're looking, right? So have that brand of being someone somebody else would want to refer, and then you know count that favor, call that favor in.